You know, reading this chapter, I was wondering how the anime onlys were going to react to this once when it hits the anime. Because just think about it. The one person really spent most of his life with so far in this world was Eris. And of course, everyone's on the Roxy train. But he only really spent like 2 or 3 years with Roxy, compared with how much time he spent with Eris, which was majority of his time. And with Selphie, it was like 1 or 2 years, I believe. So she had less time. So seeing her being the one to marry Rudius, I wonder how people are going to react to this. When I say my best girl won, she won. She came out of nowhere with the flex and the memes that people were showing when they announced season two, showing how Selphie was the Undertaker and grabs Eris by the neck, which is Randy Orton, and starts beating him up. That's the meme right there. Oh man, it's a good meme. I hope I get to see more of them when it comes out. Now, speaking of which, this chapter pretty much runs up, I believe, towards the ending of Volume 10, having Rudius and how he's doing his everyday life with his new wedding life. You know, him in his new house, him doing his training, going to school, hanging out with his friends. They did skip the part where Bondi Gandhi will come over now and then, and he would eat breakfast with them. Imagine a very powerful demon lord just comes in your house on a daily basis to have breakfast or dinner with you, and then walks off. You know, they forgot to mention him in this chapter because he does show up every now and then. Then, of course, him spending time as a Noba into doll making, hang out with Cliff and Neil and Ace, even the two Beast Princess. You know, just living a happy day life. At the same time, they're trying to find scheduling around each other because even though there are days where Selphie gets to be off because, you know, she is married now, so Ariel wants her to have more time to be around him. But at the same time, Ruiz will have something scheduled as well, so they're trying to be compatible. This is what actually goes on in real life marriages, you know, especially when two people in the house are busy doing something, whether it's school or work. They don't always have time to really be together all for a whole day, especially in this day and age where you gotta work just to pay them bills. Rarely have no time to play. But anyways, they still are in the newlywed phase, even where Sylvie herself is no longer wearing the shades anymore. And but however, she still wears the boy's uniform because she doesn't feel comfortable in wearing skirts. If she does, she always wears spats or something. She feels more comfortable wearing the shorts, the spats and stuff because if you haven't noticed since the childhood, she never really wore a skirt. She never really wore girly clothing. She was never comfortable in girly clothing, and hey, more power to her. So that's good for her. She's even saying about letting her hair down, you know, to look more feminine and stuff. And on days where she will be off, not guarding Ariel, which they didn't mention again, and Anilles will also be being a bodyguard for Ariel for substitution. So things are going well. You know, the average everyday mundane life of high school thing. Now, a lot of people are questioning what's the importance of the school arc besides this? You know, what's the point of going? So, well, the point of Rudy's emotional Tensei in Rudy's life is him living his life with no regrets, doing things he never got a chance to do even in his original world. That also including school. If you haven't noticed, if you, of course, you read the anime, novels, and manga, he didn't get a chance to enjoy his school life because of what happened. He stayed inside as a shut-in neat. So him going back to school and seeing how it's not so bad as he thought it was, it's it's something he always wanted to have. So as it's mundane, because we know we've went to school all our lives, and we're glad we're out of school. But because of Rudius didn't get a chance to enjoy that, he's getting a chance to enjoy that. So usually I don't like it when you're having an isekai and you always see the main character going to school and stuff every single time. There's always to be a Japanese trope. Um, Here I feel like it's justified because he did enjoy his school life, so therefore he's happy with it. It's something he's never done before. So seeing him be happy in school makes me feel happy. But let's face it, Despite how we are glad we're out of school because of homework, let's face it, some of our best times in our life was during our time in school. Think about that. One for school, we met a lot of good friends, had interesting experiences. If we were all staying inside, probably homeschooled, we probably would be sometimes smarter. But at the same time, we wouldn't be more social. We wouldn't be out there talking to other people. Having these outside experiences if it wasn't for public school, hell, even private school. If we had those kind of things, we wouldn't be as sociable. Wouldn't know friends we know to this day. Heck, I'm still talking to people I know they're not since elementary school. That's right, because I went to school. But that's the importance of going to school sometimes. It's to experience the connections, the networking, who knows. Maybe one of your friends might make it up big someday and they could help you out, or you could help them out, vice versa. It's a given. But let me get off the subject. So the fight that I was complaining about that they didn't show during the wedding night is being shown now at school. I think it makes more sense now than it did then. Imagine having a fight duel at the wedding. It will be cool but unnecessary. Kind of rude, you would say. But they changed that up. They put it where he's on school grounds, where he fights Luke against a sword sprawl. And Rudy is first, of course, he's never really confident in himself, even when it comes to battle, because he knows there's a lot of people stronger than he is. One thing that Rudy is that he's never cocky in his abilities. He never underestimates people because he knows being on the other side of being weak. So therefore, he doesn't want to underestimate people. However, when he's fighting Luke, he's noticing that he's not as fast as Eris or even Rudyard. He spent years inside the demonic continent, the most dangerous place in the entire planet. And he faced all kinds of monsters and adversities as well. Of course, sparring time with Eris and Rudyard. And those two are crazy fast, not to mention fighting the dragon god as well. So, fighting those kind of creatures with his experience and finding someone that's Luke, who's probably near Saint Class, I'm guessing, near Saint Class, doesn't stand a chance against him because he's already been through it. So being Luke, in a way, was kind of easy. But the entire test was to see if Rudy was truly worthy enough to be by Selphie's side. It wasn't because Luke was in love with Selphie the entire time or anything like that. It was more as if it was a special family bond between the three of Ariel, Luke, and Selphie. Those two spent years together surviving and staying under the radar of the Empire so Ariel can survive. And those three relied on each other for trust, bonds, and protection. So that's a given right there. So it was never a romance thing, but more of a family bond. What Luke felt for Selphie. He saw Selphie like a little sister. So him giving away Selphie to someone like Rudius, I guess he was satisfied. So there's that. And finally, the end part where he gets a letter from Paul. A letter from Paul. Oh boy. This letter is going to have two very important things. Two important things, man. I don't want to spoil it for you people, but it's going to be good. Oh, I can't wait. And this is where Volume 11 pops in. So, yeah, Volume 11. It's going to be more slice of life, but it's going to be really good slice of life. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to it. So anyway, that's what I got with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. So that's the Madcrownxox. I'm Anime. Signing out.